Remember this from earlier in the year. Parliament having a few naked bodies presenting there, but let's not go too close, I suppose. They were making a statement. This was perhaps the first time many of us saw Extinction Rebellion. They then went to lock down central London. Remember that boat in Oxford Street? Well, now the group is back, and they tell us their membership has risen since those stunts. They are going to 5 major cities, bringing their boats back. They are in London, Leeds, Cardiff, Glasgow, Bristol, and among others as well. Let's just bring you some of the pictures here. This is the image from London. This is Cardiff. You can see they are trying to spread across the country, but also in smaller areas, I suppose you could say, smaller demonstrations in Norwich there. Now, climate activists, members of this group, say not enough is being done. They say the UK is quite simply not doing enough, despite the fact it's one of the few nations to have, the only one in Europe to have made that pledge to go carbon neutral by 2050. Have a listen into the spirit as it was in Scotland. You can hear and hear the chants of rebellion.
Rebellion!
So what kind of rebellion are we talking? Well, they describe it as a summer activist season. They're describing it as an uprising, civil disobedience, shutting down roads to draw attention. But I had to ask the group. We spoke to Stacey Sylvan. She's from Wales, taking part in the Cardiff demonstrations. I had to ask her, though, what she said to the critics of the group. This is what she told me.
I think we are a nuisance. You know, I feel kind of really embarrassed that we're having to do this. I'm a working parent. I've got 2 children. I run a business. I know how difficult it is, the school run, getting to work in the morning. It's embarrassing that it's got to this, that normal people are having to take time off work, go down to their city and sit in the road to get their government to act.
Now, each of these demonstrations across the 5 major cities has a different theme, from crop failure to rising sea levels. But I put it to Stacey that many ordinary people are going to be caught up in this. They're not the decision makers, they're not the policy planners, they're just people trying to go about their daily business. So I said, for many people, ordinary people, this isn't something that they're particularly bothered about. They're thinking about the day-to-day. What does she say to that? This is what she told me.
Well, I consider myself quite ordinary. I'm 40, I'm married, I've got 2 children, I've got a job. I mean, what's not ordinary about that? But it's everybody that's going to be affected by climate breakdown. It's the ordinary people, you know. It's people in this country, but more than that, it's people in other countries that don't have our infrastructures, that aren't lucky enough to live in Europe or the UK. So already we're seeing ordinary people in India running out of water, ordinary people in Greece, you know, having massive storm surges. We're all ordinary people and we're all going to be affected.
Well, embarrassed, but unapologetic. Extinction Rebellion saying they will continue their protest right the way across the week.